This week on Big Order Episode 4, I'll say this right off the bat, I think the manga is better to read. Granted, the manga isn't the best, but it's the best alternative to this anime. There has been some slight changes to the source material, and some slight alterations between scenes. The reason I say you should read the manga is quite simple, really. I think it's better because it is easier to understand compared to the anime. To me, the anime is pretty confusing, but the manga is so much more easier to understand and comprehend. So I don't know if it's just me, but the yandere keep doing suggestive stuff that really throw me off my game when I'm watching this episode. Since I'm a manga reader, I know more or less what's supposed to happen, and those scenes aren't like when she bit his ear or when she was in the prison cell only in her underwear. I was like saying, was this in the manga or not? It looks okay, but was it needed? That's basically what it was. Okay, now on to this week's episode. It really looks like the girl legit looked like she was about to give birth. She was going through quote unquote labor pains, which I was like thinking, how is that possible? Like, when did this happen? Did it do something off screen that I didn't know about, honestly? Which would be kind of funny, but hey. Especially when the nurse was like saying, "You're the father, right?" For me, I was like thinking the same thing. Are you the father? Like I said before, I have no recollection of when this happened. But still, this comedic purposes, I kind of know what the pregnancy signifies, but I think you'll learn that later. The new character that was introduced this week was a gravekeeper that looked like she just came from a night of clubbing, with what she's currently rocking. Pun intended. Plus, I doubt I'm the only one that noticed her nips were rock hard the entire time. Like, really, was she happy to see the main cast all the time? Maybe, maybe not, who knows? And now, as episode progressed, we noticed that there's a nuke coming towards them. Like a nuke, really? I know the main character is supposed to be OP and everything, but I wasn't really expecting a nuke. Maybe like a few dozen chapters, maybe in the 40s, 50s. But still, a nuke? Well, at least he overcame the obstacle with the help of his teammate. At least he overcame the obstacle with the help of his teammates, which was pretty good, cause if it was just him alone, that would put him so far above everyone else. Granted, he's only using a fraction of his full power, which I know, full power, Dragon Ball Z, but still, it shows that he needs people. He cannot do this by himself, which is good, cause if it's just all him alone with his abilities, it will get boring real fast. And even though the show is going downhill already, there's no need to escalate it even further. On a side note, I'll say this. Whenever I hear the main character talk, I always picture Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. I know it's the same voice actor and everything, but whenever I hear him talk or interact with yandere, I always think, yo, come on now, bro. Yeah, already me back at home. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing this. You can't be cheating. Don't do this, Ichigo. I most likely will not be watching this on a weekly basis because it looked like it's getting boring and predictable. I'll most likely review it again whenever something important happens, which will be in a few weeks, I think. Anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on this week's episode? Tell me about it in the comment section below. Anyway, later. Cryptic out.